Hi everyone, it's Vivian here at Greenfire Farms, back with yet another Fun Fact Friday. So today we're actually talking about a really unique breed that we have here on the farm. They're called the Ayam Ketawa. They're also known as the laughing chicken, and you'll see why. So the Ayam Ketawa is actually a variety of long crowers, similar to the Denizli long crower. These breeds are known for the length and clarity of their super unusual crow. For the Ayam Ketawa, they have a crow that sounds exactly like somebody laughing. In Indonesia, where this breed hails from, the Ayam Ketawa crow is a cherished cultural touchstone, and each year a national award is given to the rooster with the best laugh. Like with any other long crower variety, the crow will shorten with the age of the rooster. Hens will lay medium-sized tinted eggs and can be known to be a bit broody, although they're usually not aggressive when they're being broody. They just like to sit on their eggs. So this breed can actually have a variety of colors, as there is no standard for their appearance. It's really just for their crow. In our flock, we have mostly brown birds, but we do have a few speckled hens. Our birds also, for the most part, have straight combs and dark gray legs. So let's actually take a listen to this infamous laughing crow. Let's hear one more for good measure. So we've received a few questions about the Ayam Ketawa, and this is the perfect time to answer them. So to help me answer these questions, I'm going to introduce...
Hello everyone, it's Jessica.
Alrighty Jessica, so I've got the first question for you. It is, how does this breed do in a mixed flock?
That's a great question. So the Ayam Ketawa usually do fine in a mixed flock. However, it's always important to consider your rooster to hen ratios when adding in new birds to an existing flock. And as the case in most situations, if birds are raised together from, day of hatch or really young, they typically do great when they're adults together. But you just always want to make sure you're paying attention to your rooster to hen ratios. If you do not have enough hens to roosters, you're going to have problems. That's across the board always the case.
Here on the farm, we have currently in our pen about 20-25 hens, and we have 2 roosters for them, and they seem to do completely fine. So it's about a 1 to 10. I don't know if you said that, but 1 to 10.
Yeah, and just look at your birds. They will tell you if they're happy or not. And just make adjustments to the point when they're not, fighting or bullying one another, but again, they typically do fine in a mixed flock. You just have to pay attention to the rooster to hen ratio. So the next question that we have is, are the hens broody?
Yes, they are broody. They're not super aggressive broody. They do love to sit on their eggs, but they're not gonna, peck your hand super hard if you try to reach under them. So yes, but not aggressive.
Yeah.
Alrighty, next question we have, will all Ayam Ketawa roosters have a laugh?
Typically, yes. However, it is sometimes common for the roosters to not have a great laugh. So when you're breeding the Ayam Ketawa, what you're wanting to select for is a great laugh. So sometimes you'll have roosters who more chuckle versus a really nice, like, ha 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 laugh. And then very rarely you'll have a Ketawa just grow out to have a more normal crow. It's not common, but it can happen. So if you are breeding them, you want to pay very close attention to how they're crowing. So you want to make sure they are laughing. So another great question that someone emailed recently is, do you think this breed will stay in my backyard, or do I need to worry about them jumping over my fence?
They will not stay in your backyard. The Ayam Ketawa love to fly. They are great flyers, and they love to roam and explore. So if you're looking for a breed that's going to stay in your backyard and kind of be more ground dwelling, this is not the breed for you. If there's a threat present, their first line of defense is going to be flight. So they're going to go straight up, and they're really good at it. So most of the time, no, they will not stay in your backyard. You do want to have them in a enclosed coop, so kind of a setup that we have here. We've got field pens, but it does have that netting on the top. So that would be the best kind of setup for them. So this is kind of a piggyback question off of the last one we had, but how big of a coop should I have for this breed?
Okay, great question. So again, the Ayam Ketawa, they do tend to be very flighty. They love space. So ideally, to make them happy and to have happy birds, right, they are going to want more space than normal chickens. So we found that you want at least a minimum, if it's possible, 20 square feet per bird. So our pen that we're in right now for the Ayam Ketawa is a little bit over 2,000 square feet, and we have just short of 30 birds. So they get well over 10 square feet a bird, and they are thriving. They love running around. They're all over the place all throughout the day, and they seem to be very, very happy. So if you don't have this much space, you ideally want to ensure that you at least have 20 square feet per bird. So if you have 7 birds in your flock, you'd want to make sure that the coop or the run is at least 140 square feet. So another question that we have about the Ketawa is, are the roosters aggressive to people?
So typically no. Most of our breeders have been pretty friendly. Their first line of defense, like I mentioned before, it's going to be to run away or to fly, really. So they're not really the type to try to, get at you or anything like that. So typically no, but of course there's always the possibility that you might have an aggressive rooster, but we haven't experienced that here. Alrighty, so our next question is, do they do well in the cold?
So this breed originates from Indonesia. I would say they fare okay in the cold weather. We are located in North Florida, so the winters here aren't very harsh. They do fine here. Last winter we had a couple nights in the teens. They were fine. But if you're in an area that has really harsh winters, one thing to keep in mind, since they have really tall combs, they are more at risk for frostbite. So an enclosed coop with access throughout the day would be ideal for them. But I can't say from personal experience, or we can't say, because we are, again, located in North Florida. So another great question that someone asked is, do we sell hatching eggs?
We do sell hatching eggs. So we sell them on our eBay seller page, which you can actually find a link to that on our website homepage. There's a little button that says hatching eggs, and that'll take you right to the eBay site. So we do sell those hatching eggs, and we're able to post auctions every week. So definitely check that out.
Yes.
Alrighty, so our last question for today is, when did we import this breed?
Okay, so we imported the Ayam Ketawa in 2018. And we've been selling them ever since to customers all over the U.S.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video and were able to learn something new about the Ayam Ketawa today. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. We would really appreciate that. And be sure to follow us on all of our social media, our Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any questions whatsoever, do not hesitate to contact us via phone or email. And stay tuned for next week.